Letty from Pure Evil MMA, pureevilmma.com. I want to thank you guys first off for reaching 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. With that being said, Periscope just informed me that they are not continuing this platform into 2021. I believe it's going to be ending in March. So with that thrown out there in my face, I'm a little upset right now. And to upset you guys, since I'm upset, I got to upset you guys. And I got to say, Jake Paul, Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor versus UFC. It's a real thing, guys. And here is why. We've seen it time after time. When the UFC wants to endorse something, when they want to bring something on, they'll reach out to a lot of the fighters that will bring in a lot of viewers, young age, new age, whatever you want, casual or diehard. We're seeing Platinum Mike Perry. We're seeing Chris Weidman. We're seeing Nate Diaz respond to Jake Paul calling out Conor McGregor. Yeah, there's a $50 million check. Yes, there's an epidemic going on right now. Yes, we're seeing some crazy fights going on inside the combat sports world with, Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson Ranch, and all of that going on. But this is a step too far. Dana White came out tonight and said, how about fight Amanda Nunes? Who is there sitting at home that sees that headline and goes, oh, yeah, let's shut this kid up by doing that. Let's get him in there. No one wants to fucking see that. Dana, I know it's a marketing plan. No one wants to fucking see that. All right? And that's why it's real, because when the UFC is interested in something, they will reach out to their fighters to say, endorse this, tweet about it. And that's what we've been seeing. Now, I know it's a hard time for every sport right now. But do we really need this? There's so many exciting matchups that we could be discussing. Why is this bringing in more views? Why is this bringing in more conversation than, the last 3 cards that we've had? It's all about money at the end of the day. And it's really up to us to shut it down. But the more that we speak out about it, the more they're going to push it in our face because we're reacting to it. Here's what I have to say about Jake Paul's video where he calls out Conor McGregor. First off, crossing boundaries. Obviously, we've heard Conor cross a lot of boundaries, so we all know it's a game. It's a money grab, right? Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Now we're going to have Jake versus Conor. Get out of here. No, well, now, tonight, if you guys haven't seen, Amanda Nunes versus Jake Paul. That's what Dana White threw out there for us tonight. And it's just, where are we right now? Did we slip into an alternate dimension? Because we have this crazy COVID going around, right? We have, a lot of people were upset about when Trump was elected. I'm not saying I'm not pro-Trump or vice versa, but it just seems like we're dealing with so many whack shit. So much whack shit. I don't know what to make of any of it. I thought that this was just a joke. But when Dana White replies, and I understand the marketing behind that, because money's there. You're seeing a lot of these kids get their parents' credit cards, and they're buying the Jake or Logan Paul pay-per-views against complete low, like KSI. Who out here knows who KSI is? Unless you're deep in the YouTube trenches, you have no idea. We've lost touch. Now, there's a lot of people out there that get upset about legends. People who have made history. People who have broken records. People who are in the Hall of Fame. Well, what is the Hall of Fame? What you want to make of it. But actual fighters. And we put them down when they get in an older age. Look, Yoel Romero. We got Yoel Romero versus Rumble. That did nothing. Oh, my God. What is going on right now? We have Rumble talking negotiations to fight Yoel and Bellator. Okay. Makes sense, right? For what sense is compared to any of Jake or Logan Paul fighting. This is just crazy, man. And if they do that, I'm going to actually feel like sick to my stomach. And I hope a lot of you out there feel the same way. We felt that when CM Punk came on, but we kind of give him a chance. Like, I personally had people on that train with CM Punk to discuss, like, what can we expect? And they hyped him up, like Bilal Muhammad. Hyped him up and said, man, he's actually legit. Like, He can go in there against Mickey Gall, a guy from the regional scene, and we'll see what happens. We we saw what happened. It wasn't a pretty scene. Now we got this kid making vlogs, getting recognition, $50 million check. We don't have fighters in the UFC making that money. We have fighters making more money off of going to OnlyFans. That's the problem right now. I believe that this is real. I believe that Dana is into it because there's money to be involved. Mayweather is into it because there's money to be made. They're looking at these pay-per-views that they did for just YouTube stars, guys. Just YouTube stars. I had Slap for Cash on my podcast multiple times. Multiple times. He was in that famous video with Logan Paul where Logan was preparing for a slap competition. Ever since then, these two guys have been rolling with it, and they're getting the attention that they want. They're getting the attention they want, and it reminds me of an 8-year-old just being a bad influence to your 7-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, but they're getting the recognition. They're making the money, and at the end of the day, that's all this is about. It's a money grab. Why do you think Mayweather's responding? What do you guys think is going to happen? Mayweather versus Logan Paul. What do you really think is going to happen? He's not going to be able to touch Mayweather. If Logan goes in there against pick any fighter, he's not going to be able to touch. In reality, not going to be able to touch. You have people saying, I don't want to see McGregor in there, including me. I don't want to see McGregor box ever again. If you're an outsider, if you're a casual and you want to see what all the hype's about with Conor McGregor, you watch him inside the octagon. Mayweather, Conor, Dana, Logan, Jake, it's a money grab, guys, and we're feeding into it. Mayweather going to knock out Logan Paul, which is like, why are we talking about this? Like, that's the craziest part. Like, oh my God, does anyone else get like really angry about? So, in case you guys haven't heard, Amanda Nunes was brought into the picture, not by Amanda Nunes, but by Dana White. By Dana White. And I get it. Like, a lot of us came in through the WWE, or in our time, the WWF, to love UFC. My first image into the UFC was, or mixed martial arts, was Ken Shamrock. That's how I get it. Trust me, I get it. There's money to be made right now. There's a lot of people at home. Hugh OO. It's for the money prize fighter. They just want the money. Now, there's a difference between us bashing Bellator for signing, Yoel, which I don't even believe Yoel should have got taken out of the UFC. Rumble Johnson, they're talking about Rumble. I get they're trying to make way for new stars and this and that, but we bash them like the diehards bash. And yet we were sitting here talking about Logan and Jake Paul, who have no experience fighting any real fighter. They want to fight the best of the best. Guys, look what happened with Conor versus Mayweather. Look what happened there. What is this? What do you think you're going to watch? Unless it's scripted, unless it's WWF, you're not going to see anything that you don't already think in your head's going to happen. Like that last comment, get knocked out. Play with your food, right? This is just ridiculous, and I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off about it. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the YouTube channel at Pure Evil MMA. YouTube.com/Pure Evil MMA. 3,000 subscribers. Sad to say, Periscope we have to let go of as of March 2021. So we only have a couple more streams on here. So make sure you go over to YouTube, subscribe on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and check it out. I'm Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA. Remember, without evil, there's no purity. And that's some pure shit. Wait until it goes to the end. Behave yourselves.